same thing too. When you run the heater, they get soft. Once they get soft, you know, they come off the dash. And once they come off the dash, phone falls to the floor, and then they don't ever want to stick or work anymore. So, anywho, so then as you can see, that phone holder there, it's wiggling. Not a very good one. Plus it covers up the microphone, and that's why y'all haven't been hearing me, and that and the noise. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, if it's going to be any better. This, whatever this is, the Bee, I think it's called the Bee. I got it off of Amazon. I used to run Jawbones. I really liked them, but they stopped making them. So once they stopped making them, I didn't know who else to use. I used to have some Motorola's that were pretty good, but I really don't like having electronics on the side of my head because that's radiation going into my, you know, already empty brain. So I don't need more funny things happening in there. You know, the 70s wiped out a lot of brain cells. You know, so I don't need any more damage up in my head. So they say to all these electronic devices that you put on your head, from earbuds, Bluetooths, and headsets, and all that stuff, you're just putting radiation into your head, and that don't sound too kosher to me. I'm having to use my microphone to weight down the phone holder to keep it from wobbling so much. Don't look like it does a very good job. So anyway, my video today for y'all folks, because my equipment is probably really lousy, but anywho. So I know some of you wanted to know if I made a delivery yesterday. Yes, I made it. They had a lot of construction going on. The city or whoever it was had the street all tore up, so you couldn't get down into their yard, and so I had to pull down in somebody else's property and then back down into the street, and then they lifted it off with a huge forklift. And the truck has been doing really well, other than the vibration when it's under a load. Again, like I was saying in the past video, probably had a hard time hearing me, but in the past video, I was explaining it. So, as far as it running down the road, it's running really smooth. And but when you're under a pull, and there's a vibration, and it's, you know, it's kind of like your phone feeling when you have your phone on vibration. Kind of feels like that, except you're feeling it through the steering wheel and the seat of your pants. And to me, what it seems like is mismatched injectors, or one of the injectors isn't putting out too much fuel or not enough fuel. So that's what it seems like to me. Other than that, it got 6.9 miles a gallon in the wind. So that's not bad. And now that I got the wind at my back, probably getting about 9, because that's what it got when I brought it down from Michigan. So it's probably running about 9 miles a gallon. An old Caterpillar 6NZ motor with a 13-speed 342 rears, I believe. Now my last freight shaker had 336s, but this one's got 342s. You can see it on the tachometer. It's not a big difference, but there is a difference. So, anyway, I don't run that fast. I'm running around 66 right now. That's because the wind is pushing me. I have it set at 63. So imagine that. I have my cruise set at 63 and the wind's pushing me 66 miles per hour. So you can bet I'm going to get optimum fuel mileage today. I'm not complaining. That's more money in my pocket. Anyway, so Ruthie was excited. I was talking to her on the phone, and never had a cow or a calf on the property next door, and it comes up to our fence line. Anyway, so there was a calf at the fence line, so she's like, "Woo, you two go!" So she ran outside to go film the calf. So y'all probably see on her channel a little moo cow running around, and probably some horses. And she loves them horses. They come up to they hang out right there at the fence line waiting on Ruthie. Ruthie will feed them apples. I was like, man, I'll go buy some apples, right? And go get an apple, and they'll be all gone. And people are, one of the things that I can tell you about the trucking industry that's really changed, and that's really I don't like, is the type of drivers that we have out here now. They, almost, I'd say better than 50% of the drivers drag their trailer over on my side of the lane when they're passing. And if they ain't doing that, before the trailer starts getting past me, it's already in my lane. And then they want to jump over, before they can even be at a safe distance, so I can actually see something if there's a pothole in the road, or the road is gone, or there's anything laying in the road. I can't see nothing because the truck just cuts right over in front of me. And I don't know what's wrong with this generation. Now, well, I kind of do. So when I'm in the truck stops, I see a lot of, I can't tell you by looking at them if they're illegal, but there are a lot of migrants are driving trucks now. And when Biden first came into office, I had to get my license renewed, and it wasn't at the courthouse anymore. They had moved it into a private building, and so I went down there to renew my license, and in this private building, and they had interpreters in there, and they were bringing in farm loads, bus loads of people who could not speak English, and bringing them in, and they would have an interpreter read them all the driver's license tests, and passing them, giving them driver's license. I also noticed when I got my license, it was in black and white, and I don't know what that was, but they changed it from color to black and white, which I didn't like. But anyway, so they there was a lot of people getting licensed that couldn't speak English right there in that building, and which is crazy. And how did they get away with that? But anyway, since then, I've noticed a lot of those. A lot of these people are from other countries that are driving these trucks out here, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I could be totally wrong. I could be wrong about that. I could be, I could be just being, I don't know, a hater. Yes, I could be in the wrong. I don't know if I'm in the wrong, but that has part to do with it. People are driving that shouldn't be driving, that they need more training and stuff. So that, and then you have technology that people are paying attention to instead of paying attention to the road. But what has that got to do with backing up into your truck and wrecking? And well, I guess it has everything to do with it. So there's technology lollygagging to pass, I ain't gonna go for it. I'll just hit the jakes and let them pass. I ain't causing big old backup. Plus, you know, the chances of something happening are greater if somebody is next to you, you know, so just let them go. Sound like I'm a complainer today, don't I? I apologize. I don't mean to be a complainer. I've been trucking professionally going on 34 years, I guess, professionally. And so I've seen a lot of changes out here on the road. It's definitely changed, that's for sure. And I don't want to be a complainer. I just share with y'all what I don't like. And here, speaking of what I don't like, is the roads are crap. And you got everywhere you go is potholes, and you're constantly dodging potholes. And if you ain't dodging them, you're riding in them, and that camera probably go flying in a sleeper or something. The roads are just horrible. So, and I've always believed, ladies and gentlemen, that you can tell a crooked government by the roads that you drive on. And the reason why I say that is because they take money, billions and billions of dollars go to each state for road repairs, especially federal highways, interstates. And where's the money going? I don't see any fresh asphalt anywhere, do you? How come I'm driving in thousands of miles of potholes? Something's wrong with that picture. Anyway, I guess I'm on a negative rant today. Oh, man. Lord, please forgive me for being on a negative rant today. I don't want to be on a negative rant. So here's WAMSUTTER. Y'all ever seen WAMSUTTER before? There it is, WAMSUTTer. Not a whole lot to it, is there? Big town of WAMSUTTER, Wyoming. Hopefully.
John, watch this, guys. Motherfuckers all over the road.
That's because I'm dodging the 10,000 potholes. Feel better, you know what happened? Or are you still on the cuss me out? Yeah, no. Anyway, my truck, and I have to do all the repairs to it. I'm not just going to drive it across thousands of potholes and break my truck to pieces. And it does happen. At nighttime, I can't see the potholes, and I'll hit them, and I'll have damages. I'll have broken mirror frames. I'll have broken fender mounts. Seems like always the right side quarter fender over there is always getting damaged. I guess because that's basically where all the potholes are, on the right hand side, the majority of them. But yeah, I don't know how many quarter fenders and right hand fenders that have been broken because of the potholes. So I tried to get off the negative rant, but here I am back on the rant again. Just one of those days. One of those days where I'm on a negative rant. Well, let me see. I better get off of here, because I ain't done nothing but talk negative today. And anyway, anywho, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, a weekend, and may or may not be able to upload this video out here in Wyoming. I might get called a MFer again, dodging potholes. I guess there's things people don't like about me either, or two. That's the way they're supposed to do. They go down there, safe distance, give you plenty of room, lots of respect, and then get over it. That's the way you do it. So, you know, not all the people out here are bad. There's a lot of good folks out here on the road. There's a lot of need to go back to